They fired Marcus Hale over a spreadsheet formatting error. 22 years, not one disciplinary warning, ever. What Derek Shaw forgot, Marcus had built every critical system that company ran on. Alone. Undocumented. For 22 years. 3 days later, complete network collapse. $4.2 million in losses. Derek Shaw escorted out by security. Marcus walked back in.
Chicago, Illinois. Vantage Financial Group, 800 employees, 14 floors. One man held it all together for 22 years. Marcus Hale, 57, 6:45 every morning for 22 years. He built the system. He was the system. Derek Shaw, 34, brand new CTO, MBA, zero hands-on infrastructure experience. He walked the server room once and made his decision. Marcus earned $187,000. At 3 junior hires cost $60,000 each, Derek saw a spreadsheet, not a system. The complaint: column headers didn't match the new brand style guide, issued 3 weeks earlier, never formally communicated to IT. Marcus read the termination letter. He said, "I understand," he signed. He walked to the elevator. He thought about 847 processes. 847 automated processes, all running through override protocols Marcus wrote himself. In no documentation, known to no one else. Patricia James, EEOC specialist. Marcus told her everything. She asked one question: "How old are you?" He said 57. She said, "We file Monday. ADEA. Protects workers over 40 from age discrimination." Marcus, 57. Spotless record, pretextual reason, replaced by a 26-year-old. Patricia called it textbook. Day 1. Marcus did not call. He was not required to. No knowledge transfer was requested. He drank his coffee. But he waited. Derek told the team, new era, modern systems, runs itself. He had no idea it already did, through protocols he had never seen. Day 72, 11:47 p.m. The first process failed. The override that should have caught it ran on Marcus's revoked credentials. Silence. Wednesday, 8 a.m. Nobody could log in. The trading floor, silent. The 3 junior IT staff arrived and stared at their screens. They had no answers. Client systems, offline. Trade confirmations, offline. Regulatory reporting, offline. Even the disaster recovery protocol, offline. Derek ran floor to floor with answers for none of it. Noon, $400,000 in losses. 3 p.m., $1.1 million. Market close, $2.3 million. Derek had no timeline for anything. Raymond Cole, CEO, 4 p.m. He asked Derek one question: who built the override architecture? Derek did not know what that meant. They searched every drive, every archive, every legacy folder. The override protocols existed nowhere in any documentation because nobody had ever asked Marcus to document them. The server logs showed 847 active processes, all running through one credential, M. Hale, deactivated 3 days ago. Derek stared at the logs for a long time. 847 processes, one man, no documentation because of column headers. Thursday, $3.8 million in losses. SEC compliance breach confirmed. Emergency board meeting called. Every answer in the room led to one name. The board member opened Marcus's personnel file. 22 years, 0 disciplinary actions, 1 formatting complaint, filed by Derek, 3 weeks ago. Derek Shaw was escorted out on Thursday afternoon, the same lobby Marcus had walked through 4 days earlier. Everyone watched. Nobody spoke. 2:14 a.m. CEO Raymond Cole calling. Marcus let it ring 3 times. Then he answered. Raymond said, "What will it take?" Marcus said, "My attorney will send the terms." Patricia filed the EEOC complaint before the collapse. Age discrimination. Pretextual termination. 22 years of spotless record. Already on record when Raymond called. Patricia's terms. Triple salary, 18 months, full indemnification, written acknowledgement of wrongful termination. Sent to Vantage Legal at 9 a.m. Friday. Vantage Legal signed at 1:17 p.m. Friday. But the math was simple, his 18-month fee versus $1.5 million in losses per day. Friday afternoon, Marcus walked back through the front entrance. Same jacket, same elevator. Everyone in the lobby watched. Nobody said a word. Marcus set down his coffee. He typed the same commands he had typed for 22 years. Floor by floor, systems came back online. By 6 p.m., fully operational. EEOC settlement, $380,000. Back pay, compensatory damages, liquidated damages for willful violation. Derek's own budget emails proved the motive. Derek's own email, use next performance cycle to build case, find something. 2 weeks before the Excel complaint. His motive in his own words. Marcus documented everything over 14 weeks. Every protocol, every process. 22 years of architecture made visible. The opposite of what Derek assumed about him. Raymond Cole's statement confirmed, a failure of leadership in IT management created a critical knowledge gap. Chicago Business Press put it in the headline. EEOC settlement, public record. Derek's name attached to a willful age discrimination finding. Every future employer checks, every offer withdrawn, permanent. Chicago Business Press ran the full story. Derek Shaw named. The budget emails quoted. 4,200 LinkedIn shares. Every hiring manager in the city read it. 18 months. $281,000. Full documentation complete. A CTO offer waiting. From a company that read the article. Total financial consequence of firing Marcus over column headers, over $5 million. Cost of not firing him, 0. Cost of a style guide training, under $500. Derek Shaw, fired the same day Marcus signed, EEOC record permanent. And 3 job offers withdrawn after due diligence. The article, first Google result, always. Raymond Cole kept his position. The board mandated every termination of staff over 50 now requires external legal review, first, before anything else. Marcus Hale, CTO, a company that sought him out. His first act, mandatory knowledge documentation for every senior role, his Vantage badge on the wall, a reminder of what he knew. The server logs ran automatically, every day. And nobody touched them. They simply told the truth the moment someone looked. 847 processes. One name, Patricia. Derek made every mistake an employment attorney hopes for. He wrote his real motive down 3 times. On company email, that is the entire case. Over 40 and facing termination. Request documentation in writing, find out who replaces you, check their age. To contact an EEOC specialist before signing anything. What Vantage learned, institutional knowledge is infrastructure. Pretextual termination leaves a paper trail. Your own emails are discoverable, every word.
That is Marcus Hale's story. Chicago, Illinois, 22 years, 1-month formatting complaint, $5 million. Derek Shaw's career permanently on record. If you are over 40 and your employer is building a file on you, document everything. Your performance, your communications, your replacement's age. Today, the ADA has a filing deadline, 180 days from the Discriminatory Act. Do not wait for the severance conversation. Call an EEOC attorney first. If you are a manager, never write your real motive in an email. Discovery finds everything. Derek Shaw wrote his motive down 3 times. Those 3 emails cost his company $5 million. Have you ever been pushed out of a job you built? Drop the story below. Comments open right now. Subscribe and hit the bell. New justice story every single day. I am here every week without exception. Send this to every person over 40 who is still the most experienced person in their building. They need to know this law exists. Next week, a sales manager secretly altered contracts to steal his top rep's commissions. The rep left and took something with him the manager never expected to lose. Visuals are AI-generated recreations. Characters are fictional. Names are changed. The story is real.
A DEA protects workers over 40. Covers hiring, firing, pay, promotions. Willful violations, double damages. Filing is free. Deadline 180 days. 64% of workers over 50 report age discrimination. Only 3% file. IF's average EEOC settlement, $220,000. Protect your institutional value. Document what only you know. Request written acknowledgement. Demand a knowledge transfer period if facing termination. Your knowledge is an asset.